I've purchased some pretty rubbish things over the years to review, but this is the first item that I've had where I can't actually complete the review because it's such poor quality. Now, it came in this box via airmail from China, and to me it looks like it made the last few thousand feet without a parachute. Either that or the postman is a big fan of Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. We'll just have a look at the specs on the side of the box. You'll see it's a motion JPEG camera that records at 720p, and it's supposed to have a 350-minute battery life. Now, the item itself actually looks quite impressive. It's obviously designed to look like a mini DSLR camera, and it does have a little screen in the back of it there, and all of the buttons on it are actually functional. None of them are for decoration. That's the power button I'm pressing now, and this little animation comes on the screen with a picture of an Audi car on it. And there you go, you can see on the screen now what I can see. So we'll just put this little Lego man on the table here. Now you'll notice I've got a black dot to the left of him there, and that's a bit annoying because I can't actually wipe it off the lens. It's not on the front of the lens, it's somewhere on the sensor that I can't get access to. So when I first saw that, that was a bit annoying, but now look what's happened. It's all sort of locked up. It's got some sort of delay on it. I'll just show you. I wave my hand in front and there it is a second later. It's got some kind of lag on the sensor. And this is the kind of thing it does all the time. It just continuously locks up, freezes, and I have to reset the thing to get it working again. And that's why I haven't been able to do the full review. But while I've got it working now, we'll just have a look at some of the features. You can zoom in and out using the two buttons at the bottom. It's a digital zoom, of course, not an optical one. We'll go in the menus quickly just to show you what they're like. And they're just like the menus off any car DVR thing. Because this does work like a car DVR, you can put it, or if it worked at least, you could put it inside your windscreen. It would turn on and off with the car engine, and it would record your journeys just like any of the other car DVRs that you can get. All the menus are very familiar to anyone that's seen any of my other reviews of car DVRs. Pretty much all the same options are there. The top button, that's the shutter button, is the select button, which enables you to choose items in those menus. Now we'll just have a look around the outside of the camera. You'll see there's a micro SD card slot there, the power supply, and a micro USB. On the top you've got a screw thread there which holds the car mount in place, but this is a very heavy device. It's very solid. I got this little micro scale just to show you what the weight was, first in grams and then in ounces. And even if the job of filming these cameras doesn't work out, I can perhaps start selling drugs by using this small scale. Just to show you in comparison, here is the weight of one of the 808 keyring cameras, which is a fraction of the weight of this thing. Now we'll just have a look at the other things that came inside the box. It was quite nicely packaged, apart from the rather obviously squash packaging. The things that came with it were quite neat. You get the car mount, a little bag there, some software, and a micro SD USB adapter, which is the first time I've come across a camera that came with one of those. There's a car 12-volt power adapter which has a barrel type plug on the end of it rather than the more usual USB plug. Then there's this video out plug on the other end of which is a micro USB plug, and you can charge it through that as well through a normal USB plug. And then finally we've got the instructions, which is on this double-sided piece of glossy paper. So we'll take away all those things and we'll just have a look at the car mount briefly. We're not going to do a proper review here, remember, due to the technical issues I'm having, but I'll just show you how it all fits together. That screws in the top of the camera into that slot there, or into that screw thread I should say. It's a normal tripod size screw thread. And that's just how it fits on your car windscreen, like that. Now I can't actually test this either because the screw that should go on it is missing the bolt which would tighten it up. Again, that's something that's missing out of my box. So I really haven't done very well here. I've got a missing screw thread and I've got a camera with a scratch on the lens that crashes all the time. The one thing that you'll need in the box that isn't there is one of these, which is a paper clip. And the reason you'll need that is because you have to press that reset hole every few minutes if you want the camera to do anything at all. Now I'm being a bit facetious here because of course I can't imagine they actually sell cameras that go wrong all the time like this. There must be something wrong with the camera that I've got. Maybe the crushed box is a signifier that something bad happened to this on its journey. But regardless, I can't actually do a proper demonstration of this and go out and film a lot of things as I would normally do, and I can't really use it in the car because it would have crashed by the time the car had gone a couple of feet. However, I did manage to get a little bit of footage on the camera between crashes, and here's some of it now. All I can really say about it is it's very average. It's kind of a typical for one of these devices. It's bleached out, it's not very good at dealing with light and dark, it drops a lot of frames. One thing I will say about it is that it seems to pick up sound quite well, but really even if this device was working 100% perfectly, it wouldn't be a very good camera. I did manage to take a couple of photos with it as well, which are nothing like the 12 megapixels that it claims to be taking. They look rather more like typical 640 by 480 snaps to me. Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. So there you go, that was the Q8 camera, or at least it was a brief look at the Q8 camera. I think from that you can probably gather that it's not worth buying anyway, even if it was working as it should do. But at least now you know, so I'm the one that spent my money rather than you, so hopefully that has been of some use to you. So I hope this review hasn't left you as crushed as the box was, and for the moment of course, thanks for watching.